I just tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. If you mix brilliance with bravery, that we can ignite something. Even this conversation alone can ignite the people.
The time is now to express and for people to believe in themselves. The time is now for it to be okay to be great. People in this world shun people for being great, for being a bright color, for standing out. But the time is now to be okay to be the greatest you.
November of 2022, I was in Tijuana investigating a Muslims-only mosque and migrant shelter on the Tijuana side, just 2 blocks from the wall. And when I went in there and then met Tajikistan and Uzbekistanis and Chechens and thousands from Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, places like Iran have been brought in by design, by purpose. The government knew that they were from Iran and brought them in with no vetting. Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, 24 different countries that where terrorist organizations operate. These people are known as special interest aliens. Nobody from those countries is supposed to come over that border without all of this screening. And from everything that I can tell, they are not doing the screening for the people that they're bringing in like this. This was before, several months before the administration even announced that, hey, now we're going to start bringing Haitians in on this thing.
Todd Benson's been on the show for 2 years, 3 years, telling you this is happening. Where are you guys? Cut the money off. Get these people up there. Not just impeach them. They should be up for criminal charges. An invasion is going on in our country. You should move the Congress down to McAllen, frickin' Texas, or Laredo, and stay there until this invasion has stopped. Well, we passed H.R. 2, and H.R. 2 was the most thorough border security bill I ever signed. Nobody cares. There's so many laws that they're breaking right now. You're going to add in another 100 laws that they can break? In these terrorist countries, the very ones that Donald J. Trump designated to say, hey, how about this? How about let's not even let them come over here and visit? Not even come into the country. We won't even let them come and visit. Because Trump was concerned about the safety of his country and his citizens. And they tried to crucify him for that.
We had another piece that came out of this, which showed that the administration has allowed travel authorizations for more than 220,000 immigrants to fly directly from their home countries into 43 U.S. airports.
This is coordinated and well thought through. This is why it's just not enough to impeach them. They got to be held to criminal charges. The people that did this to our country must be held to criminal charges. This is treason. This is an active, well thought through, and financed by you invasion of our beloved republic. Full freaking stop.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Kelly. We are back with another video. If you guys are new to the channel and you enjoy true crime stories, news, politics, and so much more, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. I would very much appreciate it. And if you are a returning listener or subscriber, thank you guys so much for being a friend. As always, I really do appreciate y'all. Please interact with the video. If you guys like it, please give it a like. Please comment. Let me know what you think about the topic, as always. And I look forward to hearing from you guys. I wanted to put that video to start off with because there's some serious shit going on. And we're just coming off the heels of Christmas, okay? I think going into 2024 that a lot of people are going to be in for a very rude awakening as to what is actually going on. And as we begin to see more and more from these pro-Palestine, pro-Hamas protesters that are continuously terrorizing cities all throughout this country, it's safe to say that they are the new official climate activists. And if you guys know anything about me and you know anything about my channel, then you know the type of feelings that I have for climate activists. And so any group that seeks to take on the new crown for most annoying protesters, well, I have issues. That's where I start to really get pissed off. So we're starting to see this more and more. And not only is it becoming annoying based on the fact that these people are in the streets of America chanting about another country, and they're more activated about a Middle Eastern country that doesn't even exist than they are about saving this country, as it's actively being invaded and being destroyed from within. But now they're inconveniencing people's daily lives and doing like regular roadblocks and things like that where you're stopping the free flowing, of traffic and things of that nature. Yeah, I got problems. I got issues. So I want to start off by reading this tweet to you guys, and then we're going to look at some of these protests that have been happening all throughout the country where they're trying to cancel Christmas. I know Christmas is just past, but these stories are just kind of starting to come out, and we're just starting to learn about these. But they're trying to target, people who are not down with the pro-Palestine message, and they're just becoming a real nuisance and a pain in everyone's ass. And so I have issues with that. So this is from JJ Carell. He's a retired border agent. He said, "Let me be clear as I can from a 24-year career in the Border Patrol. Sources on the ground and knowledge of how they are destroying America. Hundreds of thousands of special interest aliens are here. Thousands of terrorists are here. Chinese soldiers are pouring into America. Millions of foreign national criminals are here. Politicians, media, and elites openly discuss a coming civil war. Talk of major black swan event in 2024. All the dots are almost connected. These dots show a clear picture of treason." So this is from Fox 32 Chicago. Pro-Palestinian caravan shuts down I-190, confronts lawmakers to demand ceasefire. So let's take a look at this news report.
Snarled traffic this afternoon along I-90 at Mannheim as Palestinian protesters used the tollway to demonstrate.
Literal prison.
We're told
for all
close
of
to
them.
100 cars joined the Free Palestine caravan that left evidence in the...
And I will say one thing for this pro-Palestine faction of idiots, they do have numbers. So they have one advantage over the climate activist retards, whereas those people usually come in like a group of like 5 to 10. I will say this, that they usually come in deep and heavy, the pro-Palestine, pro-Hamas crowd. So it is a bit more effective in that regard. But just because they have numbers and because they think that they can use these like intimidation tactics and this like aggressive form of protest does not mean that they're going to be received in the exact same way as the climate activists. Once they start inconveniencing people like this in the second biggest city in America, Chicago, blocking off the road to O'Hare, Chicago International Airport, thus like hindering everyone's travel, their holiday travel, you're going to piss a lot of people off. Me, namely, especially. And I don't even live anywhere near Chicago, but I'm just saying, you cannot go around inconveniencing people's daily lives when they're trying to just live and stay out of it. For the most part, they have no cause or no like stake in your personal issues that you're trying to force upon people, and that doesn't work. Okay, you blocking traffic needs to be like, we need to make that into like a felony, like a federal crime, felony, 10-year minimum. If you do something like this as a form of protest, it's got to stop. It's just getting out of hand, out of control. And it makes no sense that these people, almost 2 months out from this attack that happened in Israel, okay, this war that's happening in the Middle East, thousands of miles from our country, and these people are still allowed to do these disruptive, sometimes violent, very inconvenient protests for another country's purpose and another country's existence, while our country is being completely destroyed from the inside. And it's like the January 6th protesters, some of them are doing 20 years in jail. Make it make sense. I will never stop doing the comparison between these two things because it's absolutely maddening. It's the exact same thing as what happened with BLM, but worse, because at least the BLM people were, I guess, mostly Americans. These are like foreigners or, foreign adjacent or foreign sympathizers who are like causing these disruptions in our country when we have our own problems. I'm so beyond over it that I'm just under it at this point.
Morning, demanding an end to what they call the U.S.-endorsed Israeli-Gaza genocide.
I'm demanding an end
In
to
addition
them.
to the roadway demonstration, the caravan also made stops at Senator Dick Durbin's home and the home of Congresswoman Jan Schakowsky. That highway has now since reopened.
Wow. They also went to the homes of local politicians, which is kind of kick. I mean, that's what they should. That's where they should be going. So this is what you do. Okay, this is actually how you protest. Is you take it to the politicians. You take it to the people's house, just like the January Sixers did. You know, they went to the Capitol for their grievances, and they got 20 years in prison. These people are disrupting public roadways and normal American citizens' ability to travel, and nothing happens to them. But let's take a look at this.
Genocide! You are funding genocide! You can't hide! You can't hide! You are funding genocide! You are
If you're standing in the road and you get hit by a car, not my problem.
funding genocide!
And I will laugh.
You can't hide! You can't hide! You are funding genocide! Jack Tuskegee, you can't hide! You can't hide! You are funding genocide!
These people are ridiculous. And the police are facilitating this. Look at them blocking the road so these people can stand in it. Are people taking up lawsuits around the country? Like, what is happening? This has got to be a violation of like civil rights for normal citizens. How can a police officers with taxpayer funded dollars block a taxpayer funded roadway from other people who want to use it just because these idiots want to do a fucking protest and stand in the road? It's I mean, it just seems like so completely out of control and just totally illegal and unconstitutional in every single way. I mean, I just don't even know what. Like, there needs to be, like, at this point, a class action lawsuit against the police for helping to facilitate the blockade of public roadways. That's absolutely asinine and ridiculous. So apparently they also went to Dick Durbin's house, which is kind of hilarious because that guy's a tool and a half.
What are you waiting for? I'm just talking to you. My family.
We returned to Congress on January the 8th.
Okay, many will be good.
Are you committing right now to put forth any legislation that would actually call Israel a genocidal state committing a genocide? That will actually call Israel an apartheid state? That will call for an end to ethnic cleansing of Palestinian land? Are you going to call for any of those things? Are you going to call for any of those things? Yes or no? It's a yes or no question. Are you going to call for those? I'm asking you a question that you're choosing to deflect from.
I'm here. I didn't run away from you.
You've ran away from us for the past 2 months, but okay. Continue.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it. I know. Yeah, we appreciate it.
I wanted to tell you my position.
Okay.
And you're asking, I would ask the same thing. Do more. I should do. I will do more.
And why haven't you? For all the years you've been in office, you've constantly supported bills that give billions of dollars to the state of Israel that caused the 20,000 Palestinians to die in the first place.
All the blood on your hands.
It is, your stance is bullshit. You've given money. You've passed legislation giving money to Israel that has caused bombardment in Gaza. That has caused displacement in Sheikh Jarrah. That has caused this military to demolish homes and end people's lives. You've given that money.
Another law I'd like to propose: anybody who speaks like that, who with the and all that shit, like, deportation immediately. Get it, please. You got something stuck in your fucking throat, and just until you can get it out, you need to leave the country, like, now. It's absolutely ridiculous. He sounds like he's on the verge of tears over a country that doesn't even currently exist on a map. So, I mean, big yikes. So, New York City is also in utter fucking shambles as we speak. So, pro-Palestinian protesters chant Christmas is canceled while carrying a blood-red mock nativity scene through NYC. That's great.
Palestine. We will free Palestine. Within our lifetime. Within our lifetime. We charge you with genocide.
Where the fuck am I? Am I in New York City or the fucking Middle East? This is ridiculous. Why are people standing for this? I mean, we're not even like being invaded. We currently are invaded. Look around you. What is going on? We're allowing these people. Do any of these people have current American citizenship? I propose another law. Okay, we're gonna write them up. We're making them. We're gonna make them happen. This guy's charging people with genocide. He's not even a police officer or a district attorney. So I'm gonna just go ahead and make laws. Apparently, we're just doing whatever the fuck we want to do now. But if you don't have an American citizenship, you don't have the right to protest. Okay, I need to see some papers. Yeah, that's right. You might want to cry Nazi when I say show me your papers, but show me your fucking papers, because are you even a citizen? Do you even citizenship, bro? Because if not, get the fuck down from there, and we're gonna fine you for whatever damage you've done to that potted structure.
Israel, you can't hide. Israel, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide.
Oh my god, it's so sick. And where are the Christians? Where are the Christians in this crowd? Where are the Christians in New York City who would allow for this? I mean, this is such a disgrace. We are absolutely cucked and just completely doomed to fail as a country if this sort of thing is allowed in our biggest city in our country.
No celebration!
Wow. Disgusting. Oh, wow. What is this? These people are sick. I mean, this is the equivalent of the COVID hysteria that happened, a couple years ago. People, are in the middle of, a mass psychosis event. I mean, they really, truly are. Where the fuck were all of you people? There has been wars that have been going on for decades. So, why this conflict? Why this cause? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, out of left fucking field, these people have a righteous cause and need to, fight for your right to be a Muslim or some shit like that. I don't know. But it's absolutely ridiculous, the fact that Christians are allowing the mockery of the Virgin Mary, and for people to chant Christmas is canceled and try to say that, oh, you can't celebrate Christmas because, there's a genocide happening in Gaza. I mean, it's like, dude, shut the fuck up and get over it. Do you know where you're at? You're in America, okay? In America, we celebrate Christmas, and it doesn't really matter what the hell's going on. When we had 9/11 happen, that year, we didn't all, go into a cave and have a group mourning session. We still had Christmas, okay? It's Christmas. You're not gonna take it away from us just because you're upset about the Jews, okay? And this has nothing to do with Israel either. I don't really care either way, as I've said before, but I'm just befuddled at the fact that Palestine's not even a real country on the map, and these people have such an obsession, such a psychotic, just I don't even know what, it's literally a mental disorder in taking up this cause out of nowhere. So many people, it's wild to me, and could care less about what's happening in our country. It's absolute madness. While you're shopping, bombs are dropping. Well, you know what? That's been the case for forever. So, I'm not going to worry about it fucking now. I'll just say that. So people are still losing their ever-loving minds, all over the country, but especially in big cities, over this conflict that is literally thousands of miles away. And I say to those people, have you booked a ticket to Israel to go take up the fight in Gaza? Because if you haven't, I need you to shut the hell up, please, immediately. So they also disrupted a Christmas carolers event in Washington Square Park Sunday night, because, fuck Christmas carols, right? Who wants to hear happy Christmas music? Let's all chant some, you know, all that bullshit, like, instead, because we all want to be ear assaulted with that absolute horseshit. Genocide Joe has got to go. Well, what do you, I mean, yes, I agree, but for the wrong reasons. Either way, let's get him the fuck out of there. I mean, who spent money on this truck? I mean, what the hell is going on? And then CNN, with a word, says Christmas is effectively canceled in Bethlehem, the birthplace of Jesus Christ. Have you guys ever heard of him? Oh yeah, he's a little known guy. So just the war on Christianity has effectively ramped up, and if you guys don't think it's serious, if you guys don't want to take what's happening to not only our country but to the Christian faith and just Western values in general, if you don't want to take that seriously, then it's going to be your problem very soon, and by then it'll be too late. So I just think, you know, I have been talking about this for past several years. I mean, and I've really begun to see things, you know, for what they are more clearly, really within the past year or so. And it's just been a very eye-opening and a scary thing to have to see that it's not just about, you know, there's a bigger picture. It's not just about the destruction of the West, but America is specifically going to be destroyed. I mean, our way of life as we know it will end if we don't do something quickly, like very, very quickly. So this from the Gateway Pundit. Illegals near New York City's Floyd Bennett Field going door to door begging for money and food. So let's check out this video here, guys. This will be your future soon.
I don't feel safe. I don't know. I'm paying a lot of taxes from my salary. And I'm completely transparent to IRS and everything. So I think it's enough what we're already paying, you know, for them to support if we call ourselves a sanctuary city.
Have you seen anything like this happening in your neighborhood before?
No, haven't seen. No.
Do you have any message for President Biden and Mayor Adams?
Secure the border.
Amen, brother.
That's the only message. Secure the border. Start working with the House and everybody. Republicans and Democrats have to unite on this issue, not separate. That's a shame.
It is such a shame.
So here we are. We got the 4 tents behind us. You got all the migrants behind us. And we can't get any closer. We've gone all throughout Marine Park in the area where the illegal aliens are going and they're begging. They're going door to door. They're outside of King's Plaza. They're outside of Walgreens, 7-Eleven, Speedway, begging. They get enough back here. They get food, clothes. We provide them with everything. We don't even provide our own homeless and emotionally disturbed and veterans. So we have got to come up with a plan, and we are working on it. So that by January 1st, we're going to force this issue. This begging has got to stop. They should not be permitted to beg. The city is not disciplining them. There's no structure. There are no rules or regulations. And we're going to force the city to do their job. Stay tuned.
Give this guy the fucking lead role in charge in New York City. Just let him have control of the state. I don't, you know, somebody's got to do something. So these are more scenes from the protest in New York City that were, as of a day or two ago, beginning to get violent.
Hey! 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 Back up!
And look at the fear on the cops' faces. I mean, have you guys ever seen anything like this before? I mean, it's just alarming. I mean, pretty soon, these violent people, these people who are willing to cross the line, they will outnumber not only us, but the police. The fact that nobody was able to infiltrate this crowd and destroy this disgusting display is shameful to me. Makes me fucking sick. New York train set on fire by prostitutes. Just great. This is Milan, Italy. I mean, ridiculous. These old Italian people just trying to enjoy, a Christmas Eve concert. Just trying to live. Just trying to, enjoy their nice country, their nice, beautiful theater that they made and their ancestors built all those years ago. And they can't even enjoy that because these retards want to yell about some Middle Eastern savage conflict that no one really gives a shit about. And this was outside of Lloyd Austin, the Secretary of Defense's home on Christmas morning, which is kind of keck. Oh my God, hello? Now, see, this is the kind of thing that we should be, if people want to do this, fine. Take it to their houses, take it to the politicians, take it to the bureaucrats, take it to the people in charge. Don't disrupt normal citizens' nice things, okay? Don't disrupt our Christmas caroling. Don't disrupt our Christmas Eve concerts. Don't disrupt our roadways. Don't disrupt our lives. Leave us the fuck alone. If you have a cause, take it to the politicians. This sort of thing is actually, fine. I don't agree with your message. I don't even agree with your cause or that you should even be here in general. But this is where you need to be. I do agree with this sign, though.
Justice is our only faith. Justice is our only faith. Justice on outside. You cannot stay there and hide. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. From the river to the sea.
Boeing.
From the river to the sea.
Lockheed Martin.
Will be free.
Oh, yay. These people are catching on. Raytheon Technologies. Yikes. Oh, my goodness. The military-industrial complex, you're being called the fuck out by the pro-Palestine people. How have they not put an end to this is beyond me. How have the lobbyists for these military contractors not immediately had this ended and these people squashed under their boots is really indicative of what it is that's actually going on. There's like dueling messages happening all at once, and this is why you're not seeing all of these different protests, because they are happening, and they are happening more often than you would think. But the military-industrial complex doesn't want this to catch fire. So, and again, this is from Chicago. Just ridiculous.
لوقف إطلاق النار على أهلنا في فلسطين حيث تضامنوا اليوم بطريقتهم الخاصة عن طريق التراك.
Arrest these terrorists and put them in jail. I agree. People are driving up into the grass here, trying to get around these fucking idiots. Ridiculous. So stupid. They're gonna cause somebody to get killed. So ridiculous. So this is what's going on in your cities, guys. What do y'all think about it? It's absolutely ridiculous. And one other thing I want to say before we go is I'm tired of the bullshit people on the internet just utter retards that they think that everyone needs to at all times be like spewing the message of, you know, there's a genocide going on in Gaza. So like if somebody posts a picture on Facebook or on Instagram or on Twitter or wherever, and somebody in the comments is guaranteed to say, nice pic, bro, but do you even care about Palestine? Do you even care about what's going on in Gaza? And it's like, dude, literally, shut the fuck up. That's not what we all think about 24/7. Unlike you, you know, we all have other things that we're doing, okay, constantly. Life goes on. And until you book your flight over to Gaza to join the military there and take up arms, I really have nothing for you. But somebody in the comments, nothing about Palestine, scared much? And it's like, you know what? You can get off the internet immediately. Banned from the internet because you are a ridiculous person. And then somebody else on like a post about Beyonce under the shade room, how Beyonce pulled up to the Renaissance premiere red carpet. Y'all feeling Bey's new look? And somebody said, imagine if Beyonce called for a ceasefire, if she urged her fans to call their representative to end the genocide in Palestine. Imagine if she spoke up for the children of Gaza. Free, free Palestine. And so I just had to like tell her, imagine if you knew how the world actually worked and didn't think like a child who believes Beyonce can solve the conflict in the Middle East. Imagine. I mean, this is the mindset of people like this. This is the mindset of retards on the internet who take up causes that they have no business taking up or no knowledge about to begin with. So this is what we're dealing with in America, 2023, going into 2024. And I'm scared. I'm scared for the future of this country. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below. Please like the video if you guys liked it. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see more like this. I would really appreciate it, guys. And until next time, I will see y'all later. Bye.
I just tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. If you mix brilliance with bravery, that we can ignite something. Even this conversation alone can ignite the people.
The time is now to express and for people to believe in themselves. The time is now for it to be okay to be great. People in this world shun people for being great, for being a bright color, for standing out. But the time is now to be okay to be the greatest you.